important initiative. Eve Ensler wrote the play. It's a series of monologues. It's performed, like I said, all over the world. And I was lucky enough to be a part of production in Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here in Sweden, we have Kim Andersson, the lady.
Yeah.
She played it a lot of years.
Yeah.
She sadly died of cancer.
Oh.
If I asked you to share a special memory from any production, which memory would you share?
Kissing Jonathan Young.
Kissing Jonathan Young. That was pretty special. I would say sort of iconic moments, like, and you've probably heard the story, but the first time that Michael Shanks and Chris Judge and I saw the Stargate, when we were walking around the sets in Burnaby at the studio, we'd just gotten the show. I think we'd done the read-through and maybe our first costume fittings, and we were allowed to wander around the sets, and we were like, wow, this is really cool. And we went up the set of the round circular staircase in the, up to the briefing room. I'm trying to make the control room. Wow, that room with all the blinky lights. We went upstairs to the briefing room and looked through the window and saw the Stargate and went, oh my gosh. This show might actually go. Like, they've spent a lot of money on this thing. And then they showed us how it moved and turned on a computer, like so that all the symbols lined up. And anyway, the first time the three of us stood there and saw the Stargate and were like really in awe. And then 10 years later, we shot the very last scene. Rob Cooper was directing, and the very last shot of the series, SG-1, he planned it, so it was all of us going through the gate for the last time. It was very emotional. We were bawling. The crew, people who hadn't even worked on the show in years, came that night. It was about 2 in the morning, and there was hundreds of crew members who had worked on the show throughout the years there. And we shot the scene, and we're all crying and hugging and trying to get through the gate without crying, which is impossible. So they ended up doing it on our backs. And anyway, afterwards, everyone's hugging, and Michael, Chris, and I just kind of found each other, and we all sort of snuck off, and we went up those stairs, and we stood in the briefing room and looked out the window at the gate, tears streaming down our faces, and we put our arms around each other and went, well, that happened. It was just one of those moments that it was so special. Slightly more special than kissing Jonathan Young.
Doubt it.
Do you have any good pranks that happened during the film?
Oh my God, there's tons of them. And a lot of you have heard them before, but yeah, like Chris Judge was the big prankster on Stargate. Robin Dunn was the big prankster on Sanctuary. Robin's big thing was dropping his pants at inopportune moments. Like just off camera, or we were shooting in this house, and I'm out in the backyard doing this scene, and I look up, and in the window of the upstairs room is Robin's bum. So, and the cameras are rolling, right? Nobody can see him, they can just see me being like an idiot. And Chris Judge, of course, used to duct tape people to chairs and things like that. He had, I don't know if this will translate well, most of you have heard this story, but Chris Judge has very bad gas. Really, really, really bad. Like to the point where we were saying to the caterers, you can't have beans at lunch. Like there were things that were banned from our catering truck because of Christopher. But he used to like clear rooms when he would fart, but I don't know how to say it in Swedish. Fart. Prutt. So one day he was in the spacesuit. He had the full NASA spacesuit, and a NASA guy who came and like fitted them and put it on him and did the lid and the whole, like he was in. You're like, and then they put the little hose and that's how he breathed. And he let one go. And we all just stood there because it didn't affect us. It just filled up his suit. And he was just. And another time he did it, he was tied to one of the beds in the infirmary, or the operating room. And he did it, and we just walked, everyone left. The crew, the cast, we went for lunch and left him tied to the bed. So that's our revenge.
Good one.
Yeah.
A guy over there just waved at me and said, 4 more minutes. So we have time for like 2-3 questions. Here, the audience. Yeah. The first hand I saw was yours.
Hi, I want to ask you about accents because you've done so many different accents in so many different shows, and obviously I know about your background and your roots, but there are jokes on both Sanctuary and Stargate about Canadians and Brits, and how do you approach different accents, and how do you work your way around sounds that might not be there in your own accents?
You know what was actually the hardest to get, because you'd think it would be the easiest, was learning to sound American. Because I'm very Canadian and I have Britishism because I grew up in a house that was very British. And so it was the way that we pronounce certain words that the Americans don't. So for the first season or two, I would get these notes, or I would have to go into the soundstage and loop. Like I would say process instead of process. And they would write it out phonetically for me. And all of notes, too British, too Canadian, too Canadian, too Canadian. All the time. That was the hardest, because you think we're speaking the same language, it sounds the same-ish. No. So it took a while for me to learn how to sound American. Y'all.
What episode was the most fun to shoot?
Wow.
228.
200 was actually, the 100th and the 200th episodes of Stargate were super fun, because we got to do exactly what we love to do, which is be idiots. And then at the end of season 8, there's the episode where like Michael and I are kind of dorky versions of ourselves, and that was super fun. Like, we couldn't stop laughing. The scene on the boat with the life jackets, we were like laughing our heads off. And I was pregnant with my daughter when we were shooting that, so I got to wear like looser costumes, which was really fun. But I got the giggles, like I couldn't stop. Which is kind of what I do anyway, but I blamed the pregnancy at that point. Yeah, that was fun.
Hi. Do you consider Samantha Carter to be a good role model for girls?
I do. The question, if you can hear it, was, do I consider Sam Carter to be a good role model for girls? Yes. And I didn't realize how important that was when I first started to play her. I mean, I knew this was a big break to get Stargate, so I was very careful about not ruffling any feathers and not, doing exactly what the producers wanted me to do, except when it came to my first costume fitting. And I thought they were going to fire me because they wanted me to wear something very different than what I ended up wearing. And I wanted to honor not only women in the military, but also this character and be just like the guys. So I wanted a regular shirt and I wanted the regular costume because that's what women in the military would wear. And so that, I was afraid they were going to fire me when they did it, so that was good. And then from then on, it was after sort of our very first convention in England, which was maybe during season 2 or 3, and I had all these young women coming up, and then I was getting letters from mothers and teachers and girls, and I was like, whoa. And that's when I realized not how important the character was, not only how important the character was, but how important how responsible I felt for her and how she was portrayed. Yeah.
Thank you, Amanda. You waited.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, well thank you. Thank you so much. It's a real pleasure to be here. I don't do a lot of conventions anymore. I do my Gabbett event, but the last convention I did was in Malmo. So apparently I will see it, which is great. It's been lovely meeting you and seeing some of you again and again, which is great, and to meet new faces. Thank you so much for being so lovely. Thank you.